as a white belt, is it better to memorize moves or understand concepts? So guys, this was such a great question that one user asked me here on my YouTube channel. And I'd love to answer this question because I think it's going to make a lot of sense to everybody. So guys, when you are starting Jiu-Jitsu as a white belt, in my opinion, the most important thing is to understand the concepts. And not only in the beginning of the journey, but forever on your journey. Because guys, Jiu-Jitsu is the type of sport that memorizing the moves is not going to make too much sense, because every move has so many details that can be personal to you and not personal to me, that it's way better to understand the concepts than to try to memorize the moves. Because for example, if I'm doing, I don't know, any move here, I'm thinking about like an omoplata. The fact that I'm 6'3", for example, and maybe you're like 5'8", it's gonna be very different. Like my legs are way longer than your legs, my arms are way longer than your arms, so I'm gonna probably make grips that are different than grips that you make. So I would highly suggest that you try to understand the concepts versus memorizing the moves. And guys, you're gonna learn a lot of moves in Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of them. So it's gonna be really hard to memorize everything, but it's not as hard to try to understand most of the things. So I think understanding is a much better way to really put on your mind than memorizing. I think everything you memorize, at some point you forget. And everything that you understand, it's almost like pedal a bicycle, you know, like you never forget. So I think like my suggestion here is that when you understand the concepts, it's way easier for you to develop moves inside that concept versus when you memorize. When you memorize, it's just on that way. There's no other way to do this. It's just like you memorize the thing. When you understand the concept, now your mind is open to be creative inside that concept that you memorized. And in Jiu-Jitsu, you're gonna need to be creative to adapt things to your body type, to your age, to your size, to your weight, to your style. So I think understanding the concepts, it's gonna be way more important, especially when you're starting Jiu-Jitsu and also during your journey. Even nowadays, when I study Jiu-Jitsu, nowadays I have been studying a lot of Jiu-Jitsu on BJJ Fanatics. I have been watching a lot of videos. And even when I'm watching, I try to not pay so much attention on the details and pay more attention on how that person is thinking about that sequence, about that move. So I love watching videos, for example, from Gordon and from Marcelo Garcia, and I'm always trying to understand what they're thinking to develop that sequence that they're using. So this is my suggestion here. Avoid memorizing moves and focus on understanding the concepts, the principles about everything. I think if you do that, it's going to be way easier to incorporate more moves and more techniques on your arsenal and make your Jiu-Jitsu a lot more complete than just memorizing. And doing some analogy here, for example, I remember when I was like on school and high school, many times I had like some exams that I had to do well, and I would try to memorize things, and 1 week later I didn't remember anything anymore. So you see like how memorizing sometimes is not the most efficient way. But when someone teaches you and you get it, you understand, now you kind of take that forever, you know, like it's that type of thing that you're never gonna forget. So I think this is my suggestion. So try to understand the concepts versus just memorizing. You're gonna end up memorizing things as well, and that's okay. But 80% of the times, try to focus on understanding the concepts and not so much as memorizing the things, you know, like. And I hope that helps you. And guys, my best selling instructional video is called Foundations of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's a great video for beginners as well. So if you are just starting your journey, make sure to check this instructional video. It's at bjjfanatics.com, and I'm gonna leave here in the description as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this answer, the answer of this question here. And I hope to see you in the next video I make. Os. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.